Welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're jumping straight into a classic professional sound headache. How do you move really high quality, balanced audio over these huge distances? Think about, a stadium or a massive broadcast center. You can't use copper, it just turns into a fuzzy mess.
Exactly. Copper fails, light prevails. That's the core idea. And that's what we're looking at today. The tech that makes it possible, using something like the Thor broadcast fiber system as a guide, it's pretty revolutionary because it breaks that physical barrier of old school cables.
Right.
You're turning sound into light. So you eliminate that signal loss, and crucially, you get rid of almost all the noise.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit, the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
We're talking about a kit,
Yeah.
a transmitter and a receiver.
Yeah, a pair.
But here's the question that immediately comes to my mind for live production. You're converting the signal, sending it, then converting it back.
Yep.
What about latency? That could be absolutely deadly in a live theater setting.
That is the right question to be asking, and it's handled so seamlessly here. This is 16-bit digitally encoded audio. So think of it this way. Instead of pushing a weak analog signal down a very long, sort of leaky copper hose.
Yeah, where you lose pressure.
Exactly. Instead, you're converting that audio into these perfect, clean, error-corrected digital packets. Suddenly, distance doesn't really matter for quality anymore. The whole system is built to keep that timing tight.
And the efficiency is what really got me. The source material mentioned this model is bidirectional. 2 ins, 2 out, over one single fiber.
One single strand. That's a massive win when you're talking about cable management across.
Miles of infrastructure, yeah.
Absolutely. And when you say distance, the numbers are what really sell the fiber advantage.
So what are we talking about?
With single-mode fiber, a standard unit can go up to 20 kilometers.
20 kilometers. That's what, over 12 miles?
Over 12 miles, yeah. And even with the less expensive multi-mode fiber, you're still getting up to 3,000 feet. Perfect for a big venue or a campus.
So that 12-mile capability, what does that actually mean in the real world? You're connecting tech in places like stadiums, huge concert stages, or broadcast studios where, failure just is not an option.
Right. And it's not just for the main program audio. Think about things like long-haul intercom systems, where you need absolute clarity across a massive site.
And I assume the quality holds up over that kind of run.
That's the whole point. The reliability comes from the specs. The signal-to-noise ratio is rated at more than 80 dB.
So a virtually non-existent noise floor.
Basically silent. You're getting true broadcast quality 10 hertz to 20 kilohertz frequency response held perfectly across that entire 20-kilometer run. Sample rates start at 48 kilohertz. It's clean.
And this is the real insight then, isn't it? It's not just about getting the signal there, it's about guaranteed quality. And I saw that if you need to move more than 2 channels, the system scales up pretty easily.
Oh, yeah. This architecture is designed to grow. Whether you need 4, 8, 16, or even 32 XLR ins and outs, it can handle it. So if you connect all this to the bigger picture, the key takeaway is that fiber optics really just transforms what's possible on large-scale AV. It solves that basic conflict between needing extreme cable lengths and needing a perfect audio experience.
A conflict copper could never really solve.
Never.
So to wrap this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? If digital fiber can keep 16-bit broadcast quality perfectly intact over 20 kilometers, what does that say about the limitations of the copper wiring in your own much smaller setup? Maybe it's time to stop fighting the physics of electromagnetism and we'll start looking toward the light.